A first down throw for Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Lucy. 380.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
11. Set. 380.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
380. 39, Lucy. 372.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, 26 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lucy. 76. 380. 380. 386.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
380. Lucy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
380. Sunday. Lucy. 386.
Now Bortles. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lucy. 380. 380.
Again, it's Bortles. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. Oh, look at that. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A CD switching gears for a second. After last year, 7 NFL head coaches were relieved of their duties. And in week 1 of this season, those 7 coaches went 0-7. They fared a little better, though, in week 2.
They certainly did. Finally got into the win column. 3 of those happened. 1 in Chicago, 1 in Tennessee, and 1 in Indianapolis. Finally getting off the schneid. The other guys trying to get it done in week 3.
Yeah, including John Gruden. Curious to see when he gets his first victory out west. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running with Elliott. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Hey, let's go. Trick front.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Lucy. Hey, 5-0. So right. 380. 11.
Bortles to throw on second down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, forced out to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Final play of the half. Prescott drops it underneath Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Green 80. Green 80. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lucy. Green 80. Green 80. 372.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, we've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, and do you know something? They tied at 29. You know, it's the first time teams have tied with the score.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Green 80. So right.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jalen Smith in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing now is Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Bortles again. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.